Correctly with the correct amount.
D20 Radio, where gamers roll.
www.d20radio.com.
Elianna doesn't go straight to the car. She's like sits out in the hallway for a second, and then she comes down.
All right, Rian arrives first.
He's gonna park on the side of the truck that isn't facing the road. All right, gets out of the truck. Is the back of the van open or closed right now?
Closed.
All right, so he'll probably just walk to the back and knock on it.
Who is it?
It's Rian, Cayden.
You'll hear a little bit of shuffling, and the door will open. Rian.
Yeah, and you see Cayden there, and you see Julie with sunglasses, earphones, and tissue stuffed up her nose. she breathes at you.
Dude, you know what? Story for another time.
That's probably for the best.
Better be a good one.
Oh, I assure you, we'll make it a good one.
I think the jury's still up for whether it's a good one or not.
All right, that's fair. Anyway, here, this is your stone of glamour. He has the stone in his hand, just pushes it out in front in the direction of Rian.
Rian takes it. Thank you. I don't suppose you know how this thing works, do you?
Beats me.
So where are the others at?
They went inside to go talk with the professor. I haven't heard anything since then, so they're probably still talking. And since nothing's going crazy over here, I'm assuming it's going okay.
So how was your stay at the Sanguine Desire anyway?
Again, maybe for another time. You could stay here if you want, and I could tell you a little more, or you could try helping them in the building. I'm here to take care of Julie.
I think for the time being, it's probably best if I just stay in the van.
All right, not making a scene. All right, come on in. And he kind of gets out of Rian's way.
Yeah, Rian climbs in, and then as soon as he's in, he shuts the door.
All right, then Elianna would be coming out.
Cool. She walks up to the van and knocks on the door.
Oh. Rian, could you go see who that is?
Sure thing. Rian walks to the door and slowly cracks it open.
Can I come in?
Rian then just completely opens the door and moves out of the way for her to enter.
Glad to see you made it here okay.
Well, with the authorities around, it wasn't exactly the easiest thing, but I managed.
That's good.
Just glad that you made it here safely.
Me too. How are you doing, Elianna? Last I heard, you were with the others.
I'm getting by, Got things to do.
Rian raises an eyebrow.
Okay. Cayden, do you have the stone?
Yeah, I have the stone, and I just gave it to him. But are the rest of them coming? Did the conversation finish already or something?
No, not yet. They're handling it.
That makes Cayden raise an eyebrow.
Yep. Elianna knows how suspicious this is. She's not. She's fully aware of what this looks like. I mean, she doesn't know what this looks like. It's just weird.
It's something.
Rian, do you know how to use that, or do you need some help?
I'm afraid I'm going to need a little help because this is the first time I've ever handled one of these things.
So basically you just hold it and you conjure up an image of what you want to look like in your mind, and then it'll just happen. It's pretty straightforward.
I have an idea because Rian kind of wants to test it out. So he looks at the stone, conjures up an image of a barn owl. Does it turn
Hey,
into a barn
Jonathan,
owl?
how many shots are these consumable items?
Stones of Glamour are not consumable
Okay,
items.
cool. We're fine. Well, that's a choice.
Is it like the size of a barn owl, or is it just a really freaking huge barn
it's
owl?
the size of a barn owl. So does this this is just a glamour. This isn't a complete physical change and shift, is it?
No, it's just what you
No,
look
it's
like.
Glamour, it's fake.
It is an illusion, not a shapeshift.
Aw. It would be even better if it was a shift.
You know, I feel like a person might be more effective, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think it would be weird if someone looked at a barn owl and then it started talking.
Like I think it would be even stranger to see a barn owl shooting a gun.
Yeah, that would be strange.
You know, that'd be something I actually kind of like to see. He's like reaching back in his mind, like,
For another time.
You also don't move right for a barn owl.
That's true. Just sort of walk along as a barn owl.
There's basically so many reasons why that's a bad idea.
Elianna looks like mildly hysterical. Like there's a lot going on, but this is funny, but it's mostly funny because there's a lot going on.
Hey, Rian, I have a suggestion for you.
What's that, Cayden?
You should make yourself look like Coyote.
I think impersonating deities is a little bit risky.
Wait, you've met a god?
I mean, yes. Yes is the answer to that question.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Joan for the full story later.
It's been a weird few months.
That's putting that mildly. You're right. Maybe impersonating deities is not the right way to go.
Do you watch any obscure TV shows that nobody else watches? You can just pick and... Do you watch TV?
Survival and nature show count?
Are there people on that? Or is it mainly nature?
Well, nature shows are mostly animals, but the survival shows are mostly well-known people.
Well, we want less well-known.
Yeah.
Are there just features you like or can think of in a person?
Give me a minute.
Could be
Both
someone
Rian and me.
It could be someone you run into at a bar, or someone you've done a job for.
Just make yourself look very different than what you do. Like, you're looking for a young guy, so you can look old.
Looking for Native American features, so... I don't know. White's pretty standard in this area, isn't it?
People do
kind of.
Well, okay, one, that sounded kind of racist.
It was a little bit...
Two, Vegas is a very multicultural city.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know. There's no reason you would know that.
I was about to say, look at me, but I forgot that he
just kind of points in her.
Okay, but he does have a point that being white people are just kind of background scenery. They're kind of boring, so they just fade into the back. People don't look at them twice.
That's a pretty charitable way of putting it, but it's true.
Right.
So if you really wanted to go unnoticed, you'd be a middle-aged white guy with boring features.
And tourist clothes.
Yes, definitely look like a tourist.
Tourist clothes. One of those like I Heart Vegas shirts, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, yes, you need a I Heart Vegas shirt.
Rian's still in his little owl form. I think the owl would just turn his head to Cayden and just look at him.
Cayden doesn't know.
Do what you want, though, Rian. Just as long as it's a person and they're not famous.
All right, give me a few minutes. before he does change to someone else, he's going to change the glamour into his normal self so he can think.
Fair enough. I would find it to be a little bit distracting to be an owl.
He said, well, also the owl is his totem animal, so. Hey,
cool.
All right. Great. I got B, not me. Not me.
Wow.
I gotta be a third level of not me. Hooray.
You pretending to be someone else, pretending to be someone else. You could just have him look like you. That's an option.
Yeah, you could look like
It's true.
You
You
could-
could look like
It could
Oh
be
my-
you, it could be a past roommate, it could be literally anything.
Oh my gosh.
You could pull
make
from
him
a
look
real
like
life.
Jonathan.
It could be Jonathan.
It could be Jonathan.
Yeah, you know what? That thought came to mind. Rian is gonna look exactly like Jonathan.
Oh my gosh. He just picks some random, he's been here for a few months. He just picked some guy he remembered off the street, like that guy was really tall. Oh my
So that
gosh.
looks about my right build.
Well,
Now we look like Jonathan, and we're wearing a Flash hoodie.
Yeah.
nice.
That's what he was wearing when he passed you on the street.
Yeah,
Pretty much. That's smart.
Oh my
Flash
gosh.
hoodie, and
No. I would not have been in a hoodie.
That's true, it's fake.
No, that's too hot.
Because the time that you've been here would have gotten well, actually no. If you had seen me in like February, I might have been in a hoodie.
It's possible.
Okay, hoodie's possible.
Cool.
I was
Okay.
thinking because it's like May and stuff right now in the setting. Like that's too hot for a hoodie.
Jonathan, what kind of pants do you normally wear?
Wet.
Sweatpants.
All right, yeah, Flash hoodie, probably a blue shirt, and sweatpants.
You know, for inconspicuous, I would have gone shorter than you already are, but
Yeah, you kind of. Why'd
kind
you,
of went
add
up.
it?
What was that?
Like you added, like he's. I don't know exactly how tall he is, just looking at him, but he's probably tall enough to look over crowds, or at least the illusion is tall enough to look over crowds.
Wait, remind me, how tall are you, Jonathan?
I'm 6'5".
So you're only a couple inches taller. Okay.
Well, does he look anything like Rian?
Oh no,
No.
It's probably fine then.
he's a skinny white kid.
For the viewers, for the listeners.
Okay, all right. I gotta
think
see this.
We need to describe what.
What Jonathan looks like? Jonathan.
As Cayden switches from his
He's like, I gotta see this.
earbuds and puts them up. He's like, I gotta see this. What does he see? Here's a word picture of Jonathan.
He sees a 6'5", very decently pale white guy with blue eyes and dirty blonde hair that it's like messed up from the hoodie. It's cut pretty short, but looks like he hasn't cut it in a bit, so it's starting to get a little scraggly. He's got like kind of long features.
It's a very distinctive poof
Yep.
of hair at the front. Just a little fan of hair.
Yeah.
Little fan of hair. I love it. And then Cayden just kind of looks and he's like, oh no, that's perfect.
Still kind of conspicuous, but
Well,
different enough
But
for sure.
definitely not what they're looking for.
Yeah.
yeah.
that's true.
So, I mean, I guess he could have gone the middle-age route, but no, this'll work. Puts his goggles back on and switches back.
In the short period of time where Cayden had his goggles off, he would probably notice that Elianna's like, her leg is like bouncing and she keeps like looking like in the direction of the building.
So what happened in there, Elianna?
We found the guy. He locked his door and he broke the door. We walked in and he'd drawn a protective circle on the ground and he didn't talk to us until we'd all promised not to hurt him while we talked to him. And then I figured I'd better come and see if Rian was here. Make sure he knew how to use the glamour stone.
So, are you saying you made that promise too, but then you just left the conversation?
No, I left before. It doesn't make sense to make the promise if I'm not going to engage in the conversation.
I don't know, it just seems up. Forgive me if this feels offensive to say, but it seems odd for you not to participate in, this conversation since you're the best at conversing, arguably. Joan very close in hand with that?
I mean, Joan's up there.
Yeah, but that hasn't stopped you before.
So...
And it certainly didn't stop you when you ran up to confront Stefan.
That's, fair enough.
Well, I don't think Joan would have been the best person to confront Stefan at that moment.
Probably not.
My gosh, what in the world happened while I was away?
Sanguine Desire wasn't the best time.
No.
Got some sleep.
Julie's eyes flash red for a sec. Just an instant.
She's wearing sunglasses though, so we don't.
Dang it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Was there a whiff of the hunger? Like just like as if it was like passing on the wind, I guess.
Yeah, this is like a whiff.
Cayden like turns his head in Julie's direction, but he's not looking at her, of course. He's just kind of like cocks his head the direction.
Actually, no, I think so. She would have smiled in that moment, and there would have been fangs there for just a sec. Like, but literally, like, just in a moment, so you could almost, like, you're not entirely sure you imagine them or not because you, like, blink and they're gone.
But let's not talk about Sanguine Desire anymore. We can talk about that when it's a little less fresh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, Cayden already agreed on that to be a story for another time.
Yeah.
So, just curious, but did he say like certain conditions that you just couldn't meet in there about talking?
Let's not.
Cayden like puts his hands on his.
Look,
Let's not.
Elianna, I want to know is, are you all right?
I mean, no is the answer to that, and it's been the answer to that for a while. But I
don't know if anyone's really peachy right now.
We have, for the moment, I'm all right to be getting on with all of this going on. I can't promise that I'm going to continue to be able to be all right enough to do this. I'm not built for this. And apparently I'm not even built for... There's not really when I can't do anything, can't kill anything, I can't hurt anything, and now apparently I can't talk to anybody, and then I'm having like a breakdown every couple of hours, I'm not the most effective team member. So right now the answer to your question is no, but I'm good to be getting on with, but that's not necessarily going to remain the case. Because I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't imagine it'll get less traumatic than it's been.
No, probably won't. If experience in history is any proof of how it's going to go, it's probably only going to get worse for a little bit longer. Look, I wish there was a way that I could assist you with whatever it is that you're going through or experiencing, but I know that I can't. All I can offer is that I'm grateful that in this little group, we do have someone who isn't built for this life.
Why? What possible reason?
Because, one, this ain't a normal life to be living. Two, I lose a part of myself every little day as the job goes on. And in small ways, I might be more envious of a normal life. And that's something that I probably won't be able to ever have or get back to. Once this all is finished, I don't know in what ways this might affect you or change your own life, but you are built for things outside of this life. And not everyone needs to be ready to do these things that we do.
Some people do, though. I mean, not everyone, but sometimes you just sort of fall into a life, and that's the situation you're in. There's not been a time when I haven't needed to be this. I mean, there was a very short time, but...
Was this what you wanted?
I mean, that's a complicated question.
I know it is. I'm just...
I mean, obviously I don't want to be running around with mind breakers and bone mages and the Inquisition and monsters and things, but I don't want to hurt people. But I want to be able to do my part. If I'm going to be here, I want you to be able to rely on me. And you cannot. at this point, rely on me, which is why I say there may come a point where I might have to drop out of this little adventure. Because I am rapidly I am rapidly using my usefulness in this situation. And I'm sorry you've not been able to have a normal life, Cayden. I hope that for you if that's a thing you want. But it is... I don't know that it's a fair balance for me to continue to be here to sort of help you feel better about remembering that exists or something. I mean, I don't...
Well, I didn't make it confusing with how I explained it. If I did, I apologize. You don't need to be here for me to remember that, if that's what look, you do your part. And you have been doing your part. And you've been doing it very well for a long time, but I can understand that it's getting harder and harder.
I mean, if you'd like to define for me what part I serve exactly, that would be great. Because as far as I can see, I am basically useless at this point.
I don't know what happened up there. What?
I have a purse full of stuff. I've got tissues, got sunglasses.
I don't know what happened up there and why I came back, but even though you feel you couldn't do your part up there, you came back and you helped Rian with that stone glamour. As simple as that might seem, that still matters. Look, you say you want to do your part, but you don't know what your own part of this is?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what my part of this is. As far as I can tell, I'm here. Sometimes I talk to people. We've burned most of my resources. I'm at the end of my ability to exist in this space. And I don't know. What is happening inside me is getting to the point where I cannot effectively take in and process what is happening outside of me. And the, talking to people is likely going to become more complicated, especially as we get deeper into this situation. I don't know. I'm not saying any of this right.
Well then, you say you want to do your part, but you're not sure what your part is in all of this, but you're in it, and you're in it to do what you can.
And I'm a little concerned that we're going to get to the end of this road and the Inquisition's secret weakness isn't going to be a beautiful woman talking at them.
Well,
I know I'm not really part of this, so sorry to interject, but why do you need to have a role? Like, sometimes people just need people. Like, I don't feel in all of this crazy stuff, really. I've been kind of on the outskirts of the whole supernatural scene until recently. But you've got all of these, like, fighters, and I know Joan's basically a wizard, but if all you have is a bunch of people killing monsters, I imagine it could be easy for them to become monsters themselves if that's all they're doing.
There's a really complex expression that arrives on Cayden's face.
Yeah, Rian just gets like a slightly depressed look on his face.
People need other people in their lives. So, I don't know, maybe you can't, throw lightning or swing a sword or whatever, but yeah, sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't be buddy.
No, you're fine.
No,
You're good.
that was what I hoped to explain, but couldn't do it because I've been too much in all this.
Look, there's a lot. I see what you're saying, and I think there's a place for that, but there's a lot at stake here, and sometimes being a person gets in the way of what needs to be done. And
does it though?
Yes, it does.
Well, you've been talking about people. It's not the what do you call them? The bone mage and the mind breaker aren't the ones saving the day, are they?
I don't know what you're asking.
Okay, well, you're talking about like being like all like super like skilled and powerful and whatnot. Like they're a pretty good example of what little I've heard of being terrifying. I don't think becoming one of the monsters is helpful to being to.
I agree with that. Like, the going completely off of the rails and ripping people's skeletons out of their bodies is not the ideal, but you all are good people. You all are good people and you've made it this far, and you don't need me to continue being your humanity for you.
Whoa. What do you mean we're good? What do you mean we're good people?
I don't know what I mean.
And what?
Just are.
And I don't know if you notice, but Voltaire going through his own, existential crisis currently is helping him. Hopefully, whatever path he's trying to seek. Look, okay. I don't see myself as a good person. Not usually. Rian would beg to differ, and you clearly beg to differ, but no, I don't personally really see it. But that's because I've been down that road Julie has been referring to. It's not a path that one I wish on anyone, but of course that's not everyone's choice. Sometimes it happens, as you've indicated. It's just how life goes.
Julie lets out a kind of a sad laugh at the mention of like some people being forced down that road.
Mm-hmm. But the thing that we struggle to maintain throughout, on that path is our ability to choose where that path takes us. And I've seen what I was when there wasn't humanity getting in the way. And let me tell you, I do not cherish, relish, or want that for myself ever. And so, as much as I still need to be in this life, doing what I've always done, I make the choice to stay more human and not be the monster.
Man, I wish Joan was here for this convo.
Because other people need me to be human. Joan was in the belly of the beast for 3 more years of her life after she tasted freedom. And all she had of any piece of humanity was me. When I was lost and about to give in, I had someone who believed enough in me where I could go to save me. I don't know if you specifically want a role in all of this or what exactly it is that you want, but it seems to me that you care a lot about us and our success in this. Whether or not you know it, you're kind of like the heart of this operation. If all you need to do is be there for someone else when they need it, then that's what you need to do. And I truly wish I could be that for you at this moment. Don't cut yourself short.
I'm not cutting myself short. I'm trying to figure. I don't know how to parse what I am. I don't want to, because on the one hand, I can be here and I can be some kind of emotional support somehow to the people that need it. But and on the other hand, that part of me is the thing that endangers the people I care about, and keeps me from doing what I need to do to participate in protecting them. So I don't know. This is not a problem that I can figure out right now.
All right.
I don't know. This is too much to. I'm sorry, this is complicated and stupid and definitely not the time for it, but...
Well, they haven't come back yet, so I guess at the time.
And if you need to, take it small, one step at a time. Don't rush it. Just let it out when it's ready to come out.
Well, when I figure out what direction I'm going, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah. I think right now we should let Elianna have a bit of a breather.
I think that's what she needs.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I need is a therapist, actually.
Well, I can't help you there.
I think that's something we all need at this point.
I do want to say
that's how if you can assume that, Rian.
If you can find me a therapist that can deal with this brand of issues, I will gladly go as well.
Oh, I'll let you know. I'm just afraid that we're gonna get to a point where I need to, in order to win, in order to succeed, in order to keep one of you alive, I'm gonna have to hurt something, and I'm not gonna be able to, because I've recently proven that I'm not capable of doing that, and I've run many tests in many different scenarios. There's not a way I can do it. And that's what I'm afraid of. So I can be here. I can people can talk to me and I can listen and I can try and say something that will help. But when we get out there and when lives are on the line, I am weak and I am fragile. And that's what I don't know what to do with. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to measure up to the task when it counts.
And are you reasoning out that the only way you might be able to harm something is if you lose part of yourself? Is that what you've been suggesting?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. This sensitivity has been the one through line of my identity across the entire course of my life, and I've tried to be a lot of different things, and at no point has it been the right. I don't know. I don't think I want to lose my humanity. I thought I did for a really long time, but now I'm the thing I wanted to be. I'm not capable of being that. So there's no reason. I don't know. I don't know what to be for the people that need me, because I'm not hard enough for this life. And I really did try. I've tried killing someone indirectly. That didn't work out super well. Caused my friend some trouble. And apparently I can't, and if you need an example, I can't kill something when it is 3 feet away from me, an easy shot, in pain itself, and about to rip my friend's throat out. Sorry, Rian. Handled that well. And I don't know why I thought I would be able to, because I can't even get over killing someone on accident. So if you needed some grounding for this statement of, I really am gonna be useless in this arena, there it is. I cannot be someone you can rely on when it comes down to actually ending this, if it's gonna involve hurting people.
Well, I can rely on you getting who we need hurt out of there.
So long as it doesn't involve hurting other people, yeah, I guess.
You saved that driver.
I mean, not really.
When it made the most amount of sense to probably just go back to the van so we could get the heck out of there, you ran straight for that limo and took out the driver.
That wasn't a... I would love to say that was a choice that I made, but it's not a choice that I made. Given the certain, given the scenario, my thinking brain was not online.
I don't see how that's worse.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
If your brain was just running on its fumes and its first decision was to run and help someone else instead of trying to save yourself or kill something else, I'd say there's value in that.
Well,
Those are definitely more charitable instincts than mine.
I hope that
Same
carries.
here.
I hope that carries through for something that isn't a car crash.
And I think it could. Look, when it gets down to the whole arena and the wire, when we're all in the thick of things and we're fighting, we are the ones who go out and kill. Are you saying you want to be like us? Hardened, cold, violent.
I mean, that's what I've wanted to be for most of my life, so I don't know why
And
that's...
yet,
Why would you want to be that?
Because that's what people needed me to be.
have, have you asked what Voltaire needs you to be?
No, have you
No.
asked what you?
No, I have not asked that question.
What you need to be? Stop. Why are you thinking all about what other people need you to be when you? What about what you need?
Because I don't know what I
That's probably
need.
better.
I don't even know what I am. I'm a loose collection of inflections and mannerisms and styles that I have collected over my life and tied together with externally imposed expectations. I don't know how to be a person. This is a lot for right now. I don't I appreciate the help, and there's a lot of good things to think about. But we're also unpacking, like, most of my trauma here, and it's been, like, 10 minutes, I think, and I'm not gonna be functional for the rest of the day if we keep digging this deeper.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I did say we should give her a breather a bit ago.
She just brought up something else that made me think, I'm sorry, Elianna. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just,
sorry for interjecting there.
It's
Just that bit about what people needed.
I think it's valuable, but let's
sorry.
It's fine. I'm sorry that this is, I mean, it's a big, complicated web and everything is interconnected and it's all right on the surface right now. So it's difficult to talk about any one thing without talking about the whole thing. And you
I'm
weren't to
probably
know
not
that.
the best person to be helping you out with this either. Joan's better at talking than I am anyways.
I don't know.
Same here.
You're pretty
I
alright.
don't even know why I attempted.
You did I don't know what you're talking about, because you did a great job of talking, except for the part where you said you weren't a good person and then described how you are a good person. And I don't want to get all up in your baggage, but you were there for Joan. You didn't look back in the parking garage after Avalon. You didn't have to save Joan. Back at the car crash the other day, you didn't have to stay out there with me. You just described a lot of choices that were good, and if that doesn't make you a good person, then I don't know what does.
Yeah, you definitely seem to have your own issues with ignoring your own goodness, I guess.
I mean, like, define goodness, I guess.
I've spent the last 2 years working for a vampire. I'm not sure I'm the best judge.
I'm getting there. It's a work in progress, but
do we want to go in and check on?
That sounds nice,
Been in there
actually.
for a while.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead inside.
I don't know how to, like, I appreciate genuinely everything that you all said, and I appreciate you wanting to. I appreciate you listening, because that's I think that's rare in person.
Well, I'm a decently good listener.
Yeah, I'm not as good at talking as Joan, but I'm pretty decent at listening.
And I appreciate you pitching in, Julie, because you've been here for, like, seriously 3 seconds. Like, you don't know me and I don't know you, but you're nice.
I don't know what's going on, but there's definitely some issues, and
Yes. Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to be a burden on you guys,
No.
making sure I don't vamp out and eat anyone.
I mean,
might
no,
as well
you're fine.
help a bit.
Rian just gives Julie a very surprisingly questionable look. Like, what?
Oh, Julie is a freshly made vampire.
I'm gonna let's go with half vampire.
Half vampire.
Yeah, she's not all the way.
No.
not all the way.
She's not. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick with that half descriptor so I
think
can
that works.
pretend I'm still human.
I mean, yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's better if I just don't ever hear what happened. Because otherwise...
Cayden laughs at that. He's like,
Elianna also laughs.
Yeah, everyone. Julie's laughing.
I'm the guy who will make you laugh and smile and feel better.
I appreciate that, Rian.
I think we needed that. Let's go see the others.
Let's see what's going on inside.
You three go on ahead. I'm just gonna stay out here for a few more minutes, I think.
Wow, you're completely disguised. Unless you just want. You know what?
You want
Fine.
some space?
Sorry I said anything.
Are you good?
No, Amy, this is the worst time. We're about to distract her.
Did Elianna ask that to Rian?
Yeah.
Let's just say that there are some upcoming choices that I have to think hard about.
Okay. Well, clearly we're all here to listen to some difficult stuff, so if you need to talk about it.
Yeah, that's sufficiently ominous.
I'll make sure to come to one of yours if I need to talk about it.
Okay.
One of yous. All right, we're in Newsies now.
Yeah, one of you.
Sounds like a plan.
All
All right, switching back. All right, so what sort of bait am I supposed to be exactly?
The enticing kind?
Yes, I mean, are you just planning on following me around like a lost dog and waiting for someone to show up, or do you have an actual plan? Sorry, of course, that was stupid of me. Of course you don't have a plan. Please make one.
And that is where I will need the help of the rest of my party group, the rest of my friends.
The rest of your party, what is this? Game of Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons?
Right, how old are you?
Quite a bit.
Of course. Too long to explain. All right, since apparently you're the sort to just run in and start shooting things because you can't think of something smarter to do.
Voltaire's opening his mouth, closing his mouth. He wants to disagree.
All right, that's as much evidence as I needed. I think I can make a plan.
Excellent. Because to be honest, most of the ones that I've come up with haven't exactly ended well.
I could guess that.
Yes.
All right, so, looks like there's the rest of your pals.
Yes, that would be them.
All right, so everyone comes and is like, all right.
Everyone but Rian.
All right, everyone, listen up. Here's the plan.
This is Caitlin, aka Howie, and welcome to the end of the episode. This one is just it's one conversation, one single unbroken conversation, and there didn't seem to be a good spot anywhere in it to cut and have this whole big ad break catch up mid-roll aside. So, this is the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, if you did, selfish thing for a minute, please talk about it. Please tell me specifically about it, because I want to know what you have to say. I want to know what you think about this one for probably obvious reasons. If you're enjoying the podcast in general, post about it, tell a friend, tweet it out, talk about it on Facebook or whatever. Hop onto the Discord and tell us what you think about anything that's going on, or anything that has gone on, or anything you think might go on. We would love to hear from you. We very rarely get feedback on what's going on in the pod. So even if it's just like leaving a cheeky little review on whatever you listen to this podcast on, that would be amazing. We also have an email address that you can use if you want to reach us more directly. It is genesysaudio@gmail.com. That's GENESYS audio@gmail.com. We have Anchor's offering this Q&A thing for each episode for Spotify. I don't know how it works though. And I don't have any good questions. I should probably have a little discussion with the boys about coming up with some good questions for y'all to answer, I guess. I don't know how to do audience engagement. Who put me in charge of this? Anyway, if you're enjoying the show, and if you're not a social media type of person or a talking to creators about the thing they're making type of person, I highly encourage you to tell a friend about it. Media is more fun to experience with friends, in my opinion, whether that be listening to it with a friend or, just being able to have that reference point or discuss it or whatever. We do not have any kind of advertising budget, so you telling your friends is the way that we grow. And if you have told a friend, we really appreciate it. And if, you're just listening and enjoying, we really appreciate that too. Speaking of friends, once again, we would like to thank Aimee Clark, Richard Wyatt, and Shane Roman for their generous patronage of this show. If you would like to hear your name among the above list of people, please go to patreon.com/thegenesysarchives and give us $1 a month. $1 a month or more. Just $1 a month gets you in every episode. And $5 a month gets you just random behind-the-scenes shenaniganery every month, which I think is a lot of fun. And my semester is almost over, so I'm about to have lots of free time to come up with increasingly wacky shenaniganery, hopefully. Speaking of, the semester ending, I'm sorry that this one's almost a week late. Things have been crazy to the point where I didn't even get a chance to give you guys a secret out of context / no context spoiler like I normally would when an episode's late. So apologies for that. I owe you double on the next time around. Keep me honest on that one, because my memory is horrible. Good places to remind me to do that are, we have a Tumblr, we have a YouTube channel, Facebook, and a Twitter. We also have a Discord server, which we would love to see you come and say hello in. The link to which you can find in the description of this episode and every other episode, along with all of the other links to our other social media thingamajiggers. Again, thank you so much for listening, as always. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope you have a lovely whatever time of year it is for you. If you're listening to it as this comes out, have a lovely December. If you're finishing up finals, good luck, Godspeed. I'm sending you good vibes. And I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
And that's where we're going to end.
Yeah, all right. I like that. That's good.
Okay.
All right.
That was heavy.
I
unexpected
Caitlin.
Elianna all the way.
That's some good stuff.
I understood so much.
So did I.
I understand so much about Elianna now.
It's all starting to come together, and I'm like,
I'm drawing some awesome lines here, and I'm just like, Caitlin, you mad genius, you.
Genius. My God. How much experience for this one?
Seriously.
This would be 20 experience.
Okay. Could it be 25 so I can get another ability point, please? Wait, no, I'm fine. Never mind. I'm good. I think I have enough.
What happened?
Wait, no, I'm still short.
I left.
Dang it.
Use the restroom for just a minute. How
All
did
right.
it end?
So the dude sassed Voltaire, and
Shocker, everybody sasses Voltaire.
Hi, this is Caitlin, again, in the editing process. And I'm just stepping in to let you know that Zander wanted me to take out this next bit, but I wanted to leave it in. So just know, the following noises are not his fault, and it's all me. It's all me, baby. It's all me.
Because, like, this whole thing with Caitlin happened, and they're like, oh, we should go in and see them. So what happened is we sassed
okay, yeah. So before, okay,
Wow.
that was
Aaron.
before they got there. Because where we left off with Zander and such was the dude saying like, "All right, what's the plan?" We went right back to that moment, and he then added on to that like, "What sort of bait am I supposed to be?" And Voltaire's just like, he's like,
The enticing kind?
He's like, right, you don't have a plan. You're the kind of running and shooting without knowing what you're doing.
Voltaire wanted to disagree with him, but he couldn't.
We never had a plan.
And so he's like, all right, since I was like, all right, that's all the confirmation I need. And it's like, all right, I'm going to make the plan. And then
you guys are right.
And then the rest of the group stood up, and he's like, all right, everyone else is here. All right, listen up, everyone. Here's the plan.
Everyone but Rian showed up, that is. So.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah, I got
Oh, yeah, and Caitlin,
Yes.
you mad genius, you.
You
Thanks.
freaking, oh my
Thanks.
god.
Extra XP for you.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was kind of a hot mess because I planned to say that stuff to Voltaire, so it came out weird.
I was sitting there. I'm just like, I understand so much now.
I'm so pleased.
I think it's funny that Julie was there for that conversation.
I love that Julie was just sort of
Her
there.
being there was great.
It's
Her
nice
being
to have
there-
someone that's
Julie's
just like a regular person, doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know these people outside.
Julie's like, I don't really know
that.
much about all
Caitlin was
this.
making a good case for recording this session as well.
Huh?
Your face.
Oh, really?
Your face
Yeah.
Your face was super helpful.
And I think Jonathan also, but for a completely different reason and only for Julie.
Thank you. What, because of the nose holding?
Well, yeah, she's got her nose stuff up her nose.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys.
Really good.
Love you all. I gotta go.
Bye,
I got
Zander.
things to do.
Bye.
Is that the end of the session then?
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
it's the end. That was the end.
Cool.
The very end of the session was, all right, here's the plan.
Nice. Cool.
I want Rian to interject a little more, but Cayden just had everything too well under control.
It was
I
just,
liked what Rian contributed.
things
I
just
think it was
lined
good.
up. Things just lined up. Everything just like, it's like, that makes sense. This is good. This is good. I
Also, Rian was just so like consumed by everything. Elianna was like, it's like, oh dang! Like
I think that's a fair
he
response.
had never been in this situation since his parents died.
What? Just like this
Dude.
level of
this level of heaviness,
Of intimacy.
emotional
pretty much, I
vulnerability.
guess.
I
Pretty
just like
much,
how
yeah.
Voltaire wasn't there for it.
Voltaire was not
No,
there
it
for
wasn't.
it, which is significant and interesting.
And juicy.
It wouldn't have happened like that if Voltaire were there. Not just because he's being Voltaire, though that would be a factor, but because he is Voltaire
Fair enough.
and is present,
Yeah.
and there's things.